Let's bring up the Fab Cam. This man, I believe, after studying him closely, is the strongest pound-for-pound player on the planet currently. I believe he outweighs Anish Giri, and if he doesn't... I believe Anish Giri outweighs him. And
really?
If he doesn't, then the rating difference still makes Fabiano the strongest pound-for-pound player. Because Anish is taller than Fabiano, and he looks very trim.
Yeah, they both look in very, very decent shape.
Because, no, we're not counting the glasses in the pound-for-pound discussion, right?
No.
Even if we were...
It was an amicable parting, I throw rocks. Let it go.
That's what he said. That's not me falling asleep. But it's also not me staying awake. Let's have a look at this position again. It's a rook endgame, 2 pawns versus 2. If you go rook c8, you're threatening rook h8 check, but that would probably get parried by king g5.
King g5, as a matter of fact, is already on the board.
It has been played anyway.
Yeah, I think Fabi is trying to lure white into playing king f7. King f7 has been played, I think, and now he will go rook a1, a5, king h6. I think he didn't want to even calculate anything connected with the march of the king towards the b6 square. So he has driven it to f7, and now he'll go back to h6, and yeah, we discussed this. White can play king e6, he'll go king g5 again, king d6. He can probably play g6 in that position, if he wants to. That should be fast enough, I assume.
What has he done? Rook h7, that's a setup. That's the spirit, Fabi. Threaten g6 check. And if king g8...
Rook h4, I guess, is his idea,
get
followed by
the
g6.
way. a5, and you forced this pawn to disappear.
And also the king on g8 is not the most impressive piece in the history of chess, kind of. What about a5? What is he doing? Why is he king e6? Why is he so happy about this? I guess just rook a7 and it's fine.
Honey Badger don't care. There's a lot of good questions that the chat is bringing up. In particular, Donor, who I think is also from Essex. Who do you guys take in Giri versus Fabi in chess boxing? I've thought about this question a lot.
I think it's Fabi.
I am going with Fabi. Fabi works out like a madman. He has still not put on 1 pound, but he's much meaner. He's traveled the mean streets of where has he lived? Many a place. Brooklyn, Madrid. I think we're going with Fabi, who's also higher rated, so he can probably... Well, Anish is quite solid. But he also has a tremendous edge in the chess part, obviously. What else are we discussing? I'm joking about the tremendous edge in the chess part. What about Giri versus Fabi in rap battle? This might be controversial call, but I'd go with Anish. Yeah. Anish is very, very fast with his mind and his words. And even though I'm not sure about his rapping technique, like if he can do double time and stuff, and Fabi would have the edge as a native English speaker, assuming the rap battle would be in English, I'm still going with Anish, who's also a lot meaner. Like Fabi is very, very polite most of the time, and in battle rap, I'm going with Anish all the way there.
Yeah, I also agree with that.
Giri versus Levon in rap battle, that's more interesting. Because Levon is a student of rap, but he likes Kendrick Lamar, he likes the brainy stuff. I don't think he's listening to the real battle rap stuff. That's a tough one. Both of these guys are very fast with words. I'm not sure how to call that one. I like to see it though. James Corden, they should have a segment.
And Donna says more relevant maybe Giri versus Levin in rap battle.
Yeah, that's what we're discussing.
After Jan discussed it for about 2 minutes straight. And we are going to get this position on the board, and I think draw will be agreed reasonably soon. You could also maybe even make an argument for playing rook h1 here instead of rook a7.
F. Poir is asking, do you know a current GM who is as strong as Rubinstein in rook and pawn endgames? With all very much deserved respect to Rubinstein, I don't think like he was so much stronger than Kramnik, let's say, or Magnus, or most current world-class players in rook endgames. Because they've been able to study his games.
Yeah, exactly.
And they have computers, while Rubinstein has not been able to build upon the knowledge we have nowadays.
Yeah.
When it comes to pure talent and the amount of information he had to digest and how well he played rook endgames, no question Rubinstein was fantastic, but normally these cross-era comparisons, I'm not sure how well they work. Like, even though Rubinstein was a fantastic rook endgame player.
They should do rap battle instead, says BT Rufus, instead of blitz to decide who gets the 5 whites. Tournament might disintegrate though.
AIS thesis is making a fair point that in the boxing, chess boxing, I said Fabi is meaner, and then I said Anish is a lot meaner. You have a bit of a point there, but you gotta keep in mind I have a goldfish's memory, and I had already moved on to the next topic. I meant... I'm not sure I can talk myself out of this. I meant that Fabi would be meaner in a physical fight, and Anish is much meaner with words.
Yeah, I thought...
words can hurt too.
I thought, yeah, I mean, he's been mean on person towards you, I think there, and he's being somewhat mean towards you there.
No, I enjoy being called out on my nonsense.
And rook h1 is what Fabi goes with, but yeah, I honestly don't think there's much difference.
Nothing to talk about.
Yeah, white will take.
But maybe we can
take and play a6, rook a1, rook c6, and the pawn can already start running. You probably start with king e5.
Running.
Why would you drive the king closer to the pawn?
I don't know. I'm a troll.
Even that is a draw, but I mean, why would you? You don't need to. Yeah, that's not a particularly close race. You just need not to blunder rook c5, rook a5, which we successfully did there, but...
Did I blunder some trick?
No, you played king b7 luckily for you instead of
king b6.
Yeah, king b6 would have created a potential trap here, even though this...
It's tarp.
Is a tarp, but yeah, you can, frankly, you can take on a6 already, I guess, and it might still be a draw, but...
No need. Yeah.
Even this, I'm not sure it's actually winning. Yeah, like rook h1 or rook b1. Yeah. Actually, rook takes a5 and f3 is a draw. What am I talking about? The pawn is already progressed far enough.
Donor is asking, who's the best basketball player besides Carlsen amongst GMs? Amongst GMs, it's a wide field. A lot of guys play quite regularly. Like Levon has his crowd who he plays with. In Yerevan, Grishuk, I've been told, plays a lot now, and he's also a pretty tall man. But then there's some all-around good sportsmen, like my friend Paco Vallejo. He's good at most sports, but I'm not sure who specializes in basketball amongst GMs.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. Not my game. I played basketball, I think, once in my life, and Grishuk stepped on my foot, and I played half the tournament with one shoe removed because I couldn't put it on.
Karjakin looks all business, but yeah, this is not going to last that much longer, even though they've managed to put all the pieces on the 6th rank except for the a1 rook. f5, Fabi.
Yeah, Fabi is...
Let's go home, Sergey.
Yeah, enough is enough.
PH would crush in boxing. Let's stick to chess, Love Wetman. Niklas says, Cavs in 7. I honestly do not believe that, Niklas, and neither do you.
Yeah, he is just trying to get a rise out of you.
Yeah, not happening. Payback is saying, Jan, what do you think about one knight a3? That's, yeah, probably not a very good move, because you're developing the knight away from the center. It's better in the center.
Who wins the chess boxing match between Jan and Peter? I'm pretty sure that's Jan.
I don't know. I don't like my chances in the chess part, and I'm not very comfortable hitting somebody.
Neither am I.
Yeah, that would probably be a very nerdy chess boxing match. Clapton is saying, A chess question. Why are most strong players not playing the two knights? E4, E5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, knight f6. First of all, they do. Secondly, most people feel that if white goes d3, bishop c5 is the best move anyway, so you're not gaining much. And if you're not gaining much, then it's way too risky. Allowing for knight g5, which is a very serious move with a huge body of theory. And might even objectively be dangerous, but mainly it's a mess that's not worth studying if bishop c5 transposes. But some dudes do it, like Magnus plays knight f6 a lot. This game is about to end. Handshake!
Yeah. So after all the bloodshed yesterday, we do get a round with 5 draws today, and compared to round 3, which also